Welcome back, fellow shop rats. Today I'm working on the Mini Cooper doing the rear brakes that I didn't get done a month or two ago when we did that wheel bearing. But that's not what this episode is about. It's actually a Talk About It Tuesday, and I thought it would be great to just talk about something that has really been driven home to me again after a lot of the recent things going on here in the shop, and that is truth. I couldn't do this without you guys. And it's not just because you're watching the channel and all of that stuff. It's the engagement, it's the support, it's the things you say. Well, that's what I want to talk about. So let's watch the show intro. It's only 5 seconds long. I'm Mike.
This is My Cars Shop.
In light of the recent things that we've been doing around here in the shop with the setting up of the lathe equipment and the drill press and putting the roof out on the storage building, and there's just so much that's been happening. It's really been driven home to me again how it's just impossible to really do what I do at the rate at which I'm doing it without the help and support of every one of the viewers here on the channel. I would still do what I do, don't get me wrong, but it would take me a whole lot longer. Um, there's like this symbiotic thing that's going on where because we have this relationship, and I do see it as a relationship, we relate to each other through the videos and through the comments and the Facebook posts and the emails and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, how you guys seem to enjoy what I do. Not necessarily this, of course, but you guys seem to enjoy what I do and want to help and want to contribute to um, making things move forward and making things happen. And it is, again, it blows my mind. The things that you guys send me, uh, the the donations, the cash money that you guys send via Venmo, PayPal, all the different ways. Sometimes it's even just checks in the mail. Um, Being as I do turn out 3 episodes a week, I spend a lot of time out here working in the shop for sure. But you guys give me the fuel to make that happen by providing me with stuff that you don't need and things that you want to send along to help move all of this stuff forward. It really, in many ways, building this My Car Shop community. I'm just a monkey in front of the screen. Really, that's all it is. I'm just a puppet on the string here, doing the work. But you guys are the ones that are making so much of this happen, and it's unexpected. It just wasn't what I was thinking was going to be like to do YouTube. In my mind, it was play my little piano, sing my little songs. I'm a logger just up from Coos Bay, Oregon. Been topping trees. Anybody know the reference? Um, so it caught me off guard. No, I get it. The big channels have memberships and they have supporters and donors and sponsors and, big companies sponsor them and that kind of stuff. Um, but I didn't expect that to be happening on this channel, especially, we're probably around 2,000 subs by the time this comes out, maybe more. That started happening with just a few hundred subs. It was just mind blown. It was completely mind blown. Oh my goodness. Oh, are we lucky we didn't have major issues? I was not expecting that. This tire has got a broken belt with the steel starting to come out almost halfway, 3/4 of the way around. Wow. Yeah, I'm still seeing it. Holy crap, that was close. My employees drive this car. Look at you can even see the hump in it. Boom, man, this thing must have been driving really bad. Whew, disaster averted. Well, anyway, I didn't intend to go down that little rabbit hole, but that just shocked me and thought I'd share it with you. I did discover that you can slip these rotors in and out of here without taking all of that stuff apart. What a blessing that is. I didn't know that was possible, so I thought I was going to have to tear all that stuff back apart again that I did last time. But life is so much better than I ever dreamed. Probably I should. Nope, there's plenty in there yet. I'll say probably I should put some more Acumpucky in there for, not rusting. But oops, that's the wrong hole. There we go. So anyway, lost my train of thought there with that tire situation. I think my white one, which is down right now, has got a electrical problem. I'm eating my hair. Don't say it. I'm not getting a haircut. Anyway, I think my white one has good tires on the front. So I know we just put new tires on the front of this and new brakes on the front. So we're good there. But there's still quite a bit of shoe left here considering. So from when we did that wheel bearing, whenever that was. So the thing I got to do now is I got to turn the brake caliper back in because I don't believe you can just press this in. I believe with the way that the parking brake works, you got to turn it in. So I got to go get a tool to do that, which I don't have. Oh, actually, I might have a tool that'll do that. I think I might. That has been a surprise to me unexpectedly. I figured down the road when the channel hit, thousands of viewers, thousands of subscribers, um, and we're getting tens of thousands of views on videos, we might have some people that would step up and do that, but I didn't expect it so soon. So I do remember who. I just try not to, call undue attention to supporters. But if you want to see who the supporters are, there's a slide in some of the videos that give all the channel supporters names. I'll try to remember to put that in here. But I remember when I got my first online donation for, I think it was $50 or $100, and a commitment to doing more of that. I was speechless. And you know me, I like to talk a lot. So for me to be speechless is pretty astounding. And then other people, we had the anonymous donor step up, the rotisserie, parts. Oh my goodness, so many parts. Challenger stuff, particularly, you guys have sent me. Trim pieces. I can't even begin to remember it all. And it's not that it's so much. I know there's more stuff coming from some viewers in Canada this fall. I know there's some stuff in the mail right now. I got some tracking information from a viewer. The console top. Another viewer sent us a console top that we couldn't use, but I was able to use it as a pattern to make the one we needed for the 4-speed. Just really humbling, to say the least. And this is as much a talk about how it takes a community to do what we're doing here, but it's also a massive, massive shout out and thank you to everybody here who supports the channel in this way. Just so you see what I'm talking about. On a 4-wheel drive truck, there's a little sleeve in there that you have to thread in to tighten up against the ball joint, if memory serves. And those of you who do this stuff every day, still, I haven't done it every day for 25 years. But anyway, I made this little socket, a little 4-pin socket. I made it on the mill at work way back in the day when I was wrenching in my own business, but I was working during the day in engineering, fuel injection development. And I was just looking at this caliper going, I think I have a socket that's going to fit that. So once again, my homemade tool hopefully is going to do the job. I may need something more than what I have here, but we're going to give it a shot, eh? Hopefully. It's going to work. It's going to work well. The problem we've got is it's trying to rip the seal. So I need to get some Lubadauber to put on there so that it doesn't rip the boot. And then I should be able to turn that piston back in to overcome the adjustment from the handbrake. I got that piston in. What I ended up doing was using a C-clamp and squeezing and then grabbing the piston with vice grips. So that tool did turn it in part way, but it wouldn't take it in all the way. I was able to bring it back out again, but so anyway, so if you need to do this, just used a big C clamp, kept squeezing it, and then reached around and grabbed it with the vice grips and turned it a half a turn. Then I'd screw the clamp and vice, blah blah blah. So that's how I got it in there. I got to change out my slides, and we'll get back to our talk about it. I promise. Well, it's the next day, and I really didn't intend this to be a how-to video. I thought it would just be fun to do a talk about it while I'm doing other things that sometimes you don't see on the channel, like trying to get these brakes done. But I wanted to circle back around again this morning as I'm trying to get this side done. By the way, it took me about 4 hours to get that side done. I could not get that piston pressed in all the way, but we finally did, so it's all good. Thank you for your participation. I was just reading through the comments from today's video. Today is actually a Tuesday, and it's the talking about painting video today, so that was probably 6 weeks ago from when you're seeing this. But I appreciate the engagement, and I appreciate you offering your view on things. I like the cohesiveness in the community, and I'm really seeing the importance um, of that as we continue to grow my car shop together. I will ask that, and I've asked this before, but just please be sure to keep me accountable to stick to the core of what this channel is about. I was just watching one of my car shows that I like on Netflix, which I've seen the series several times, and they were getting grandiose ideas of what they wanted to do and expansion and growth and new clients and big dollars and all of this stuff. And it really was biting them. And it was reaffirmed to me again that sticking to your core, sticking to the purpose, sticking to this is a DIY shop. It's a low buck shop, doing things on the cheap and dirty, whatever, however you want to word it. I'm not offended by words like that, is really important. And I like the growth, the expansion, the tools and the equipment, but I still want to keep this in reach of the average person with a low to moderate income of what you can do if you're creative. So I want to thank you for your participation, and that's what my talk about it was today, was just talking about the experience of the channel and the synergy and the energy that you guys bring to things and the way that you enable me to be able to do what I do. I do mention, I never really ask for things, but I will say, hey, I'm needing such and so. If somebody has something, let me know. And that's different than saying, I really need I need $500 and please donate money to the channel. And, I won't be that guy. Um, if I'm going to do that, I'll put out a GoFundMe or something like that. But I don't anticipate doing that. But I think it's legit that sometimes you guys have things that you want to sell. And if I put the word out there, and some of you will just donate it. And that's wonderful too. My point isn't to get all I can get. That's not the point at all. And that. But I feel like we're working together to build the shop and the projects and the channel. And I'm eternally grateful for all you're doing. All right, that's going to do it for this one. I need to get this done. And hopefully it doesn't take me 4 hours today because I have a bunch of other stuff to do, including go to work for a little while. So we'll catch you on the next one. RAWK!